Another Mangalorean dish. This is after yesterday's Kube Sukka. I am preparing Kube Mutli or cockle dumpling. So these dumplings, about 50 of them, we are only allowed to pick 50. I picked them up today from the beach. So there are small ones, not as big as the clams. These are the clams which I bought from the supermarket. About 25 clams are here and there are about 50 cockles. So this I'm going to immerse in salt water and keep it in the refrigerator overnight. And this is boiled rice, ponni boiled rice. I'm using ponni boiled rice. You can use any boiled rice, or they call ukro tandu. And this I'm going to wash and then soak it for overnight. Maybe you can soak it at least for 4 hours, but I'm soaking it overnight. And tomorrow I'm going to grind it with little salt and make a thickish paste. Then I'm going to use this cloth. This cloth is bought from Mangalore. We call it the virus, or it is a cotton cloth. It is an all-purpose cloth. But take care not to mix the cloth, because you can use it as a towel. You can use it to steam like this batter in the tandoor, or you can use it for taking out the thin milk, the scraped coconut, to take out the milk, coconut milk. And there are other purposes you can use it for, even for straining the wine when you're preparing wine. So I'm going to use this tomorrow for putting the batter in and then steaming it in the tandoor. So I'll come back to you tomorrow. Now I'll prepare the salt solution and immerse these cockles in that, and then wash the rice and soak it for till overnight. I'm using about 300 grams of boiled rice. For the masala, I've got about 12 red chilies, 1 teaspoon cumin seed, 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, about 25 peppercorns, few cloves, cinnamon stick, few sticks, a few pieces, and mustard seed, about half teaspoon, and poppy seeds, about half teaspoon. Now all these to be dry roasted, and then we have 3 onions, that is 2 onions for to be ground along with the coconut, half onion for seasoning in the beginning, and then half for tempering. And this is garlic, 6 seeds garlic, a small bowl of tamarind, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and this is 1 scraped coconut. So the onion, 2 onions, sliced onions and scraped coconut along with the garlic to be fried, and along with the tamarind and the turmeric powder and the dry roasted ingredients, we grind them all together. And yeah, I heated a pan. Now I'm going to dry roast all the ingredients, the chilies, the peppercorn. You can do it separately or you can do it together, no problem. The cumin seed, the cloves, cinnamon and peppercorns, the mustard seed and couscous. So dry roast till you get a nice aroma and then remove it. Dry roasting, and now I will remove it. Put 1 tablespoon of coconut oil or olive oil, and then add the sliced onions, 2 sliced onions, Fry it. Add the garlic. And after a minute, add the coconut, desiccated coconut or straight coconut. Fry till you get a nice aroma. Don't burn it, but we also require the thin coconut milk and thick coconut milk. So I am using 1 can of 400 ml of coconut milk, and about 3/4 of it I am going to make it into thin coconut milk and keep quarter to add it in the end. As the quantity of the coconut and onions is quite large, I'm going to grind it in 2 batches. So because I've got a mixer, not a wet grinder, and this is thin coconut milk, so I'm going to grind this with the thin coconut milk. The masala and the masala water. Now I am grinding the soaked rice, which is overnight I soaked it, in little salt and little water. Now this is a tandoor or a steamer. Put it water at the bottom, and in this cloth I'm going to pour the batter. Now I'm closing this. And steam it for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to check whether it's after 5 minutes now, whether it's ready. Yeah, you can form the dumplings or mutli. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to form the mutli now. So take a small one, roll it, take a small piece, roll it into a ball, and similarly you make the rest of it. Finished forming the dumplings. Now I am going to steam them again for about another 5 minutes. Cover it with the cloth round so that the steam water doesn't fall back on it. Steam it for about 15 minutes and then check whether the dumplings have cooked, and then remove them. Yeah, they're cooked now. So we'll remove this, open it up and allow it to cool. Spread it out a bit. In the same steamer, I'm going to put in the cockles now so that they open up, and then I will remove the empty shell and keep the other one. I've got a double decker tandoor, so I'm going to use the second one for the bigger ones, the clamps. The clamps have started opening up, so I am going to open them and throw the empty shell. Keep the meat on one shell. Similarly, going to do it for the rest of them. Heat a pan and add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil or olive oil. And then half onion. Fry for about a minute and then add the ground masala. Fry for about 3-4 minutes and then add the masala water and cook it for another 3 minutes. The masala and the masala water is there. Now this is the clams and these are the cockles. I'm going to cook that for about 5 to 10 minutes and then I'll add the dumpling, about half teaspoon of salt, and then we'll check again later on whether we require more salt. But now that's it. So I'll keep it for about ready to cook. Dumplings or mutli for about 2 minutes. Then we will do this is oil, and then I'll add some onion, fry some onion in it and add it to the gravy. That is for tempering, or it is also known as tadka. Once that is done, then I will add the thick coconut milk. I added the oil and onion mixture for tempering, and I'm now going to mix now and then add the thick coconut milk. That's it. Kube Mutli or cockles with dumplings.